Hi guys! Well, today we are making holiday cookies. Now I know you guys have seen these beautiful holiday cookies probably all over the internet, on Facebook, on Instagram. You've probably seen them at holiday parties that you've been to or even at your neighbor's house. The really ridiculous, gorgeous ones. I know you know the ones I'm talking about, the ones that are just too pretty to eat. They're perfectly cut out sugar cookies with intricate design work and layers of royal icing colors. And if you've ever made these cookies before, then you know exactly how time consuming they can be and that they take hours to make. Literally hours, I'm not even kidding you. Most people just sort of give up and they dye the dough or they throw some sprinkles on once they've cut out the shapes and place them onto their baking sheet, and they just sort of call it a day. Well, I have sort of a happy medium here. I don't necessarily have the time or the patience to make those super fancy cookies, but yet I do want them to be a bit more fun than just throwing some sprinkles onto them. So these are my holiday cookies made simple. And they're actually shortbread cookies, which is a buttery, crisp, yet sort of a melt in your mouth kind of cookie. And I decorate them with candy melted chocolate in different colors, and they're done in about 3 hours versus an entire day to make the ones with royal icing. And you can still get as fancy and as detailed as you want with these, but the idea is just to make it look like you've put in a little effort and really made it your own, but yet keep it simple. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put 1 cup of room temperature butter into a mixing bowl, and we're going to start mixing it with a hand mixer just until it's smooth. Then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, a 1/2 cup of cornstarch, and 1 1/2 cups of flour. Then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and we're going to mix it with the hand mixer until it starts to resemble dough. Once you're able to make a dough ball with your hands, it's done. You don't want to overmix the dough. So place your ball of dough into some saran wrap and then place that into a baggie and put it into the fridge for 1 hour to chill. If it's not cold enough after 1 hour, place it into the freezer for about 10 minutes and then pull it out. So now that the dough is chilled, you're going to roll it out to whatever thickness you'd like. Just remember that these cookies will keep their shape. So they don't spread out, they don't bake up, they don't bake down. So whatever size you roll them out and whatever shape you roll them out to be, that is what you're going to get once they're baked. For this video, I'm keeping these super simple and I'm just using a round cookie cutter and I'm making them all the same size and shape. I roll out a little dough at a time, I cut out my shape, transfer it to my baking sheet, and then I roll out some more dough. I keep doing this process until I have all of my cookies cut out and ready to bake. These cookies will bake for about 12 minutes in a 300-degree oven. And as soon as the edges start to appear like they're browning, that's when I take them out. Now for decorating the cookies, I'm going to use Wilton candy melts in different colors. And I'm going to pull out all of my sprinkles and my toppings just to see what I can use for different types of decorations. Anything you have will work, just make the cookies your own. So you want to start by placing your different colors of candy melts into separate bowls and melt them in the microwave in about 1-minute intervals. Pull them out, stir them with a fork, and then place them back in the microwave if you need to. You want to stir them with a fork until they're nice and smooth. Once your candy melts are nice and smooth, you can start to decorate. Now I like to dip some halfway in chocolate, some have drizzles on them, some have sprinkles. It's whatever you'd like to do. This is where you get to get creative and really make the cookies your own. Now I place some of my melting chocolates into a baggie and then I snip the end of the baggie off using some scissors just so I can make some different drizzle designs on my cookies. All of my cookies are now decorated and I'm going to let them sit for about 15 minutes so that the chocolate can set and they don't smear onto each other when I place them on a serving plate. Once the chocolate is set, I can arrange them onto the plate. Now if these were going to be stacked or sitting out for a long period of time, I would place them into the fridge for about an hour to really set that chocolate. But that's it. That's all that there is to these easy holiday cookies. These cookies were fun and festive to make, yet they didn't have to take all day. I hope that if you're making holiday cookies this year, that you can get creative too and make them your own. Thanks for watching.